Before we put the dimensions on the bracket drawing, we really need to move the drawing to an A3 sheet, to a bigger sheet. This is an A4 sheet. Now, a title block for an A4 and an A3 sheet will still work with the same size title block, so all we need to do is really expand the size of the sheet. Back in lesson 1 we had a sheet which gave us the sizes of the different size sheets. So back in our original lesson we had this handout which gave us the sizes of the various sheets. The size sheet we want now is A3, so what we want to do is expand it so that it's actually 420 across, allowing for 10mm border either side, 283 high, allowing plus 7mm either side for a border. So first of all we can grab our title block and border the bottom right hand corner, doing an enclosing a crossing window, so that's grabbing everything that we touch, and I'll just shift pick that center line there. We didn't want that one included. And what we can do now is move this point here, which currently is 250. We'll put in an absolute coordinate there of 420, 0. 420, 0. So that should be the position of our A3 sheet. Now, what's happened there is it's done a displacement of 420, and that would be because this has dynamic input turned on. So I'll just undo that. I'll turn dynamic input off. Go back to where we were. Dynamic input off, and we'll just try that again. We'll move that, that's our base point, and our new point will be 420, 0. And that's the size of the new A3 sheet. If we click on that corner there, it should be giving us the position of 420. Now actually it's not 420, it's 400. I should have allowed for the border there, so I'll just move it back 20. That point goes back to 400. It's gone dynamic again. Just undo that. So I want to move it back 20. I'll just do it a different way. Move, drag across and type in 20, so that should now be at 400. These top two lines need to get moved up to 283 above, so hit move. That point there becomes 283, 20 in the X, by 283 in the Y. Okay, so there's the new size of a sheet. Let's use a 0 radius fillet. Radius is set to 0, so we can just pick those two lines, repeat the command, pressing enter, and there's our A3 title block finished. We could get a bit more fancy and put another rectangle outside so that we know where the trim line of the sheet is, but this is where our drawing will be within this area. And then we can just go ahead and move all our drawing so I'll just reposition this on the screen. So that we've got room to put in our dimensions. Now what we can do, we can save this as an A3 sheet, so we'll go File, save as, and we'll just call it A3 sheet. And now the name should have changed up the top here to A3 sheet, and so I'm not touching my original bracket drawing, and I'm safe to just select what I want to remove on the drawing. This becomes A3, of course. We may want to... Now this has been done with multi-line text, which is not the best way here, but we can work with that. So that's pretty much a standard size sheet for A3. Save it again, and then we can use that in future for our drawings of A3.